It's number 4 on Peter John's Max Martin 90s week, right?
Yes, excluding Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and NSYNC. Well, not necessarily excluding, just they're not in it.
They're not in it.
And to be fair, those artists deserve their whole own weeks as well, of course.
Absolutely. Every artist.
Actually, that's true. All these artists deserve their own
But
weeks.
so far, all these artists have been Swedish. Ace of Base, and I believe Robyn is also Swedish.
This was more of Max Martin's Swedish 90s week.
So far. Let's keep it going. Let's see.
Always be
Yes.
Don't you know I can see what you're doing? Running around with your cheek talk, yeah. What I need is a man who can do me right, If you got what I need, I can guarantee to return all the love that you've given to me. But I've got to be sure that you always will be around. Always be around. Do you know what it takes to love me? Do you know what it takes to do me right? Do you know what it takes to love me, baby?
Oh, man. This is excellent. I've never heard this song.
This is excellent 90s action right here.
Yeah.
I like the way it starts right off the bat here.
Acapella. Oh.
I love this. I love that. That's so good. You know, I don't know when this video came out, and we can look it up in a second, but I was just thinking, since the last video is from 95, and I know Robyn has, I feel like most of the Robyn music I've heard is not from the 90s.
No, she had not a resurgence, but she came back. She had a comeback.
Yeah.
With a different style
In like the
early 2010s,
late
yeah.
2000s, right?
Yeah.
And that made me think about how insane it is that 1995 and 2010 are the same distance as 2010 to now.
Uh-oh.
That's a wild thing to think about. I gotta be like, wait a minute. I graduated high school the same distance between 1995 and 2010. I graduated. Wow. Oh, wow. 2010 still seems pretty recent. But it's not.
It's not. What are we
I mean, you can't say 80s, 90s, and nows anymore.
95.
They're perfect. You can't say 80s, 90s, and now anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, now is 25 years.
Now is the future.
Yeah.
The future is now.
You got to say 80s, 90s, 2000s, and now at least. But, man, you might even want to differentiate the 2010s.
I love Robyn's outfit. This purple, kind of like bluish purple.
Definitely.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's
I want to wear that.
It's reflective. She's got. Is that her? It's scanning between different versions of her, right?
Yeah. Here, pause it real quick. This is like. I feel
Do
like.
you think it's pleather or leather?
I'm thinking it's squeaky.
Oh, of
You
course.
think it's squeaky?
I'm sure it's a noisy outfit when she's walking through a hallway.
I'm thinking Robyn walked so Justin Bieber could run right here, Joe.
Really?
This is the blueprint for Biebs. He wore like purple jackets.
For late 2000s Biebs.
He wore purple jackets and he had the swoopy hair.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'll be darned.
You will be darned. My goodness gracious.
You guys can roast me for that one, but you see the similarities.
My goodness gosh. Huh?
You see the similarities I'm talking about.
to prove that you will always be around. I'll give you everything. Boy, will you do the same for me? Will you do anything? I gotta know for when it's free. Do you know what it takes to love me? Do you know what it takes to feel me right? Do you know what it takes? Do you know what it takes? Do you know what it takes to love me, baby? Do you know what it takes to do me right? Don't waste my time, baby.
Man, I love Robyn's voice. Those harmonies, they're so lush and full, beautiful. And you know what I'm realizing about Max Martin production is, well, there's two main things. The beat always makes you go,
Oh yeah, it's
It
easy
moves
to,
so
easy to-
well.
easy to ride along.
bump. It's so, the bounce is so like contagious. It's a wonderful bounce. I mean, you hear it in like all the Britney Spears stuff, all like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC stuff, and all his music. It's just like, man, the beat just rocks perfectly. Just feels so good. You know?
Especially that 90s stuff. Yeah, I feel like that's like the basis of.
But there are ways to program drums or perform these drum parts that fall a little flat and don't make you bop your head. It's all about like the balance, the sounds. Man, it can be pretty scientific, but I'm sure there is a bit of science behind it, but there's also like feel. It's like, does it feel good? And man, I think that's the key to the success, is like knowing the feeling. The second thing I wanted to bring up was, I know we've only heard 2 songs here this week, but in every Max Martin song I've ever heard, you are never confused on whether or not the chorus has happened yet.
There's a lot.
You know, whether you like the chorus or not, you know that this is the chorus. It is like this perfect build to the moment of like, here's the chorus. There's no doubt. You're not wondering like, oh, is the chorus on its way? I don't know about this section. It's like, nope, this is it. This is what we are trying to convey. Like,
It
this
explains
moment.
itself very clearly.
Yes.
It seems like Max Martin is really strong on giving clear guidance
yes
throughout the song with the rhythm, with the build-ups and the hitting of the chorus and the pre-choruses, and they got some killer bridges on these things too.
It's so accessible. There's no second guessing. Everyone's welcome. Easy listening. Like,
Probably why
'cause
he's been so relevant,
some
powerful
artists,
in the pop world for decades.
yeah, because most people don't want to think too hard about music. There's plenty of people who love to do a deep dive and be like, oh, this is so interesting, but that's like active listening. This, you just put it on and it explains itself. You're like,
Yeah.
this is what it is. So I'll give a little demonstration on going into the chorus. There's this lift in the instruments that just like elevate you to the moment of like, oh, this is clearly the chorus. So we're building up. That other sound came in. We're building. Pre-chorus. Yeah. There's a fake out.
A little delayed drop, but you
It's kind
still
of-
always know where you're going.
Always. Like you think you're in the actually that's kind of a genius move. And does it Wow. Sorry, I didn't. That was a bad example, but
Yeah.
But you
until the
heard it in the
bow,
previous
bow.
one. Woo! It just lifts, it hits, and then you're like, oh, we're in. You are
Yeah,
in.
here
You're like,
I am.
this is it. Man.
Yeah, I am. You always
Brilliant.
know where you're going. What a wonderful What a wonderful thing that is.
All right, moving on.